Welcome! Today it's time for another adventure. Periodically when I have enough time at work, I like to take a new INFINITI out and go for a little scenic drive around our beautiful state of Washington out here in the Pacific Northwest. And today is October 7th and we're having a summer-like day. I'm all caught up at work, so I'm going to take this beautiful QX55 out for a drive along Puget Sound, northbound, starting with Marine View Drive and seeing some beautiful scenic vistas that we have around here. And what better way to do it is in the beautiful QX55. The QX55 is actually one of our newest products. It's a fastback version of the QX50. It's inspired by the FX series, which I have right here. This is actually my own personal vehicle, an FX37. They changed it to the QX70. They changed the name to the QX70 in 2014, but it started off as the FX series in the early 2000s. I've been with INFINITI since 2004, and one of my all-time favorite products is the FX series / QX70. So we have the QX50. We have a few over here. So the QX50 is kind of more of a conventional SUV, crossover SUV, kind of more of a boxy-like shape, which is a little bit better for cargo space and interior space, practicality. But those of us want a little bit more style, so some people are willing to sacrifice a little bit of space and practicality for style. That's where the QX55 comes in. You can see kind of like the styling on the FX37, which is very sports car styled. We have a nice sweeping roof line, fastback styling on the rear. We kind of have that same styling from the FX series brought to the QX55. Beautiful fastback styling, a little bit more different front fascia. As we can see here, the front fascia on this QX55 looks slightly different than the front fascias on these QX50s over here. All right, well, let's get behind the wheel and take it out for a spin. Okay, we're at one of our first stops along Marine View Drive. I think we're kind of entering in the Federal Way, just a little bit north of Tacoma, and this is an absolutely beautiful vista. You can see Mount Rainier and absolutely stunning Commencement Bay. What a wonderful day. And we're right near the Cliff House. If you're looking for some great food, the Cliff House is always an awesome place to eat. I've ate here a few times and I absolutely love it. And it has a spectacular view. All right, let's keep this trip rolling along in this beautiful slate gray QX55 Sensory and see whatever other beautiful vistas we can find. Well, now we're at the beautiful Des Moines Park and Pier. Unfortunately, the pier is closed for whatever reason, which is too bad. I'd like to go out there, but wow, what a beautiful day. It's high tide, and this is a great place to visit. Right along Marine View Drive, just north of Browns Point, right around Federal Way area. Des Moines Park and Pier. Absolutely spectacular place. Let's see what other cool places we can find today before the day's over. Well, Des Moines is just one of those little hidden secrets around here. I always love coming down here. It's actually been a little bit, but me and my wife love the water. And when we first started dating, I would take her down here all the time. We had a little dog, our first little doggy daughter. Now we have real daughters. But what a wonderful place to come down here with the family. The kids absolutely love it. And it's absolutely stunning. Really cool neighborhood, and in fact we were actually looking for a little house around here. We looked at a little teeny bungalow here, but it was just a little bit too small for us, a little bit too much work. But man, it would be so cool to be part of this community. I'm sure everyone around here kind of knows each other. It's a kind of a little kind of cramped living area, but sometimes that makes people talk and know each other a little bit better. If you've never been down here, definitely check it out. Come down here on a nice day like this, or any day. You know, the thing about these places, it doesn't matter what temperature it is, if it's rainy, foggy, overcast, it's always beautiful down here. It doesn't have to be sunny. All right, let's keep this video rolling along and see what other beautiful vistas we can find before the day's over. Okay, here's a little hidden gem I have to show you. On Des Moines Road, take a left at 44th Avenue Southwest if you're heading northbound. You'll find this nice little dead-end road. And you'll see a sign also, I think it says Dumas Bay Forest Refuge. But this is one of the greatest little hidden gems I think I've found in this area. And the cool thing about this is not too many people know about it, so you can come here and visit, and sometimes you'll be the only one here often. I like to come down here with my family. My kids love to play by the beach. When they're 3 and 6 years old, you can just put them by the beach and they'll happily play for hours and hours, entertaining themselves. So if you have kids like this, this will be a dream come true. So you kind of go down this inconspicuous little dead-end road, and then we'll see this sign here. Okay, Dumas Bay Sanctuary. It looks like it's a little bit more crowded than usual, but not too bad. It's a federal way park, so you don't need any discovery passes or anything like this, since it's a city park. Very nicely maintained, and unsurprisingly, on a beautiful Saturday like this, we have a few people. But often when I come down here, like especially on a weekday, I'm often one of the only people here with my family. Right. This is not a bad walk. It's maybe about 5 minutes to the beach. You have this beautiful path to walk along, a little trail. Easy does it. A little. Wow, what a beautiful house. I've always admired this house. Whoever owns it, it's absolutely killer. Oh, I love little trails like this. And it's a really easy trail, great for little kids. If you're not the most physically able person, it's pretty easy to, not technical at all. So we'll have a little beautiful walk through the woods for about 5 minutes, and then we'll meet again at the beach. All right, what a lovely walk through the forest. If you're having a bad day, you're feeling a little bit blue, come down for a walk along this trail to the water, sit down on a log, stare at beautiful Puget Sound for a little bit, and I can guarantee your mood will feel a little bit better. And I said that an easy walk. Look at, I'm still in my dress shoes, and no problem at all walking down this easy desert path. The nice thing about a place like this, a lot of these homes are multi-million-dollar homes. Not affordable to common people like me and maybe you. But the nice thing is that Federal Way has this nice little park, so us common people can have a little slice of heaven like these other people with these amazing waterfront homes. Yeah, absolutely stunning view here. We are so lucky to live here in the Pacific Northwest, especially the Puget Sound area. We live in an absolute paradise. All too often we forget about it, but wherever you are in Puget Sound, there are always beautiful destinations like this, little spots like this that aren't too far away. Nothing better to invigorate your soul or whatever. A little bit of attitude adjustment than coming down here and looking at beautiful nature at its best. Some people might find it repulsive, but I grew up around the water, and there's something nice about that nice briny smell of seaweed along the shoreline. All right, let's see what other spots you can find before this day is over. All right, if you like to go around curves, this is one of the curviest roads in the area. We're kind of near the end of Des Moines Road in Federal Way, and if you have a sporty car that loves to go around corners, this little strip of road has some really cool ones, especially this one right here. It's one of my favorites. When I had my Miata, I'd love to take it down this road. than the QX55, but this thing actually handles pretty nice. I have it in sport mode, and it's going along really nicely. A wonderful vehicle to drive. All right. Okay, here is another favorite spot of mine along the water. Someone's coming up on me pretty hard, but hey, if any place to drive slow, this is it. All right, here we are, the absolutely beautiful, spectacular Redondo Beach. Look at this. As I bumped the camera. Really nice drive along the water, and definitely a cool place to hang out. You have this nice boardwalk to walk along, ride your bike, jog, have a nice stroll with your significant other. Look at these absolutely amazing houses. I'd love to live near here. And it is a pretty long drive along the water here at Redondo Beach. All right, let's keep this drive rolling along and see how far I can make it north along the water till I have to turn around and go home. All right, you can see kind of where I am. Let's zoom out a little bit. We're near Des Moines, kind of between Des Moines and Federal Way. Off this little back road, I saw this little spot. Kind of inconspicuous. Can't talk. Kind of inconspicuous. Wow, what a really cool little scenic road. Just kind of goes through a little canyon. All right, so what do we have here? It looks like it might be defunct. Olmstead Historic Bootlegging Trail. I'll have to look up some information on this. Unfortunately, it looks like I don't see a trail anywhere. Woodmont Park, Des Moines Parks and Recreation. Lord have mercy. I don't know where this trail would begin or end. Maybe it's just kind of gone overgrown and they can't maintain it anymore. I don't know. I don't have the shoes anyways to go hiking, but maybe if you want to come out and check out a little cool spot, maybe you can find the trail or kind of trailblaze yourself and figure out where it starts. Kind of interesting. Unless it just goes along the road. I'll have to look up some information on this one. This is an interesting one, but historic bootlegging trail kind of captures my imagination. Oh, what a lovely day. Gotta love the Pacific Northwest. We have a reputation, if you're not from around here, for being rainy and you know, depressing and overcast. Well, it's not always like that, as you can see. It's actually a very it's a beautiful paradise, and in the summertime we hardly get any rain. Most of the summer it's like this. So just keep that in mind. If you want to come out and visit, come out in the summertime. If you're not from around here. All right, now we're rolling into the waterfront here in Des Moines. Great, reliable place to hang out. They have some parks. There are always great restaurants around here. There's an Anthony's right over here, one of my favorite seafood restaurants in the area. So if you want to get by the water, this is a fantastic place to visit. There's Anthony's right there. Then we have the Des Moines Marina. You can walk along the marina, check out all the cool boats. And then over towards this way, we have a nice little state park to visit. Oh, there's a beautiful cat boat. All right, nice little spot here at the Des Moines Marina. The QX55 has been fantastic. Busy day along the water on a Saturday. On probably one of the nicest October days we've had and ever in history. There's people over there fishing, seagulls and geese. Definitely a great place to come by and visit. Well, the fun has come to an end all too soon. That ends our little expedition along the waterfront, starting in the Fife area, headed towards north along the water. We hit up Browns Point and Tacoma, Federal Way, Des Moines, and maybe I'm missing a few other spots. Just in that short amount of time, you can see there is an absolutely boggling amount of scenic places to visit. If you want to be by the water, there are tons of little nooks and crannies, some bigger than others, some more well-known than others, to come visit with you and your family, your significant other. Mind adjustment, attitude adjustment, a little bit of Mother Nature, a little bit of water, lovely scenery is good for your soul. Well, thank you so much for joining me in this little expedition, this little drive on this absolutely spectacular October day. I don't know what will be the next little adventure. We've done a few so far. Going along the Puyallup River, exploring some of the lovely parks around Fife. Exploring some of the beautiful scenic places around Tacoma, and you know, visiting the more southern part of the water and the Puget Sound area, a little bit south of Tacoma. All cool places that we visited in this little series I have when I have some extra time at work to sneak out and do some fun stuff like this. Oh, I can't forget fun little expedition in the Capitol Forest. I like to say driving on top of a mountain. That was one of my favorites. But I have to nut this into one of my favorite little expeditions too. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.